Hello and welcome to 7 for 12 on a review and a look back at the first T20 in Kolkata from India versus the West Indies. A game which was fascinating in the end. Good finish to the contest. But there's a lot of question marks on, well, quite a few things. So I'll go through them right from the very top. The toss, which was won by India, elected to bowl first because of the dew factor, which I'll come on to in a little bit time. Unfortunately, Kieran Pollard didn't have Jason Holder to choose, which was massive, I thought, for not only for death bowling, but also for power play bowling. Roston Chase came in for Jason Holder from the side that won the series 3-2 in England against England in the Caribbean. And India, well, they sprung a few surprises and a side where they're obviously trying to find out the right formula going forward in to get to Australia for the World T20 later on in the year. Only picking 5 batsmen did India. Was that going to come back to haunt them? Not really, not against a West Indies side. Lacking probably a world-class batsman. When you look at the game, what the West Indies, they got 157 for 7 inside the 20 overs. I thought Nicholas Pooran, he's nearly there, isn't he? He's nearly what you would say is a top player. I still think he's got to turn these 30s and 40s he gets into 60, what he got today, 61 or 43 balls. Still think he needs to turn them into more consistent half centuries and get his big scores that will get the West Indies into a position to win cricket matches. But I thought all in all, India bowled nicely. I thought they hit the new ball nicely. I thought SURYAKUMar and CHAHAR bowled well with a seam bolt upright, got the ball to swing in the power play. Ball just bounced a little bit on the surface. I didn't think it was a great wicket for T20. When you're looking, you want to hit through the line of the ball. But one thing I will say about this contest is overrated. It was shocking. It was embarrassing. Something's got to happen from the ICC or from the umpires. They've got to be strong enough in the middle. You know, that you are given 85 minutes, I think it is, to bowl, to be in a position to start the last over. 1 hour, 25 minutes. It took 2 hours for India to bowl them overs at the start. 2 hours to bowl 20 overs, 10 overs an hour. That's not good enough. No matter who you are, whether it's India or the West Indies or whatever, especially when the dew's going to play a factor in the contest. The longer the game went on in the first innings, bowling from an India point of view, it was going to be more difficult for the West Indies to grip the ball. And you see at the end, Kieran Pollard asking the umpires to change the ball, but they were reluctant to change it. And I think that was large. No, that didn't sort of sway the contest, but I don't think it helped the contest from the West Indies point of view. And then when we got through that, I thought India bowled very, very well. I thought the spin bowlers bowled nicely. And a special mention to Bishnu, who on debut looked very nervous, 3 wides in his first over. There's nothing wrong with that. Then came back with 2 wickets in his second, four overs, 2 for 17. I think that young man can be very, very happy of his first start in international cricket. I thought he bowled beautifully. So moving on to the West Indies reply, I thought they bowled nicely in the first 2 overs, but then it was the Rohit Sharma show. I thought Rohit Sharma timed the ball beautifully well. He got 40 off 19 balls. I thought his touch was excellent. I thought his pickup of length, front foot, back foot was really good. His timing was as it normally is from Rohit Sharma. And I thought he batted probably the best on the most fluid on that surface of any of the batsmen that was on show. I thought KISHAN stuck at it well. Young man trying to work his way, a bit of pressure on him to try and cement not only the top of the order, but have the pressure of the most expensive IPL player gone in the auction. I thought he batted nicely. Forget the fact that he faced 42 balls. You knew where the game was. You knew the target that they were going for. So there was a little bit less pressure on him to sort of go too hard, too early and potentially get out. And Virat Kohli, again, he's struggling. The great man struggling a little bit. He played a couple of nice shots. And the shot he actually went for was a shot that he plays very, very well. But unfortunately, maybe it's the ball just sitting in the pitch. And he didn't quite get it over the line. Not a shot that he he doesn't play. He plays every shot. To be fair, he just didn't quite time it nicely. And the same with Rishabh Pant. Got a little bit of a hurry up by Sheldon Cottrell and only managed to get it to 45 on the circle. And then when Rishabh Pant got out 114 for 4 of 14.3 overs, just wondered if it was going to be squeaky bum time for India. I thought, you know what, West Indies have a chance here. They might just have a chance. And I think because of not having Jason Holder at the end, but Royston Chase bowled beautifully, 4 overs, 2 for 14. I know Akil Hussain didn't get any wickets, but I thought he backed him up very, very well. I thought Kieran Pollard used his spinners very, very early in the game and bowled them out early in the game. And I thought that showed right at the very end when he had to bring his quicker bowlers back. And because he didn't have the experience of Jason Holder, that just showed. And Venkatesh Iyer played nicely, but I thought the star of the show at the bottom end was Suryakumar Yadav. He timed the ball beautifully, and when he went to go aerial and go over the top, he did, and he batted nicely. 34 off 18 balls in the end. The one with 6-7 balls to spare. It looked comfortable. I don't think it was as comfortable as what with the balls remaining. I thought it was a special knock for the last 5 overs from Suryakumar Yadav to get India over the line. They probably could have gotten over the line if they needed a few more, because they could have gone through the gears that little bit quicker, that little bit earlier. But I think all in all, the West Indies put up a good fight. India thoroughly deserved to win. And I just got a sneaky feeling that West Indies might win one of the last 2 games of this series. And if they do that, I think it shows that how far they've come in such a short space of time since the last World T20. Because I think there was only one batsman in today's game who played in that World T20 for the West Indies. So they're in transition. But I think with Kieran Pollard and Phil Simmons at the helm, I think they're going in the right direction. So join us again on Friday when we'll go through the second T20 from Kolkata. And if you got this far, like, subscribe, leave a review, and we'll see you there.